Hello everybody, this is the Wikstrand and today we're going to talk about the Pandora Project. The Pandora Project was one of many movies that was made during the mid to late 90s, which had basically one storyline. We had some kind of very powerful or evil or a destructive weapon that somebody had stolen and some nation had developed, so our fearless hero had to go and stop it before they're using it on some kind of a big public place. Now there had been some good movies in this one and some pretty bad movies in this one, and at the absolute bottom of it I think we find the Pandora Project, a movie so forgettable that I had almost forgotten it had existed. Almost. But then I was tasked with the not so great job at reviewing this one because the gods had decided so, and I felt, oh, must I? Yes, you must, said the gods. And therefore we're gonna take a look today at the movie The Pandora Project. So many things works against this movie. The thing that works most against this movie actually is the weapon itself, the actual Pandora Project. Because when you're having a story in which our fearless hero has to get the weapon back from insert asshole here, you need the weapon to be evil. You need this weapon to be something really ferocious, something that you don't want to be out in the world and stuff like that, something that melts bodies and turns people into monkeys or some bizarre stuff like that. You want the weapon to be menacing, evil and threatening. This movie has a weapon which sends out this bluish pulse or something like that, which kills people but turns them basically into dust and leaves all buildings and structures intact. When I heard that this was going to be the weapon that they're trying to get back, I just felt, that's kind of lame, at the same time as Billy Baldwin saying, well, that will spare all of these small European cities from losing their historical values or whatever he said. But then I sort of realized also that that's the other problem this movie has. Billy Baldwin. Billy Baldwin is the worst of the Baldwins. And this is the worst Baldwin performances of all time, aka also the worst Billy Baldwin performance. And I just found him insufferable. I mean, sure, you need your hero to be confident in his own ability or stuff like that, but he just felt so smug and he just felt so, well, I'm not bothered at this at all. And it made me actively hate him. And his bantering with his chick sidekick, which I've seen in a movie or two, was really tiring, and we have some pretty lame villain, and oh jeez, this was terrible. Also, he's going to get married soon. Hooray! So, this movie is terribly bad. It has all the action cliches, but without the charm. It has some okay action sequences, but it lacks the budget to take it to the higher level. And the aforementioned weapon also that they're gonna try to get back is just so lame that it cannot lift anything. In a sense, this movie felt like Chill Factor, but without the budget. To be honest, actually, I would actually see Chill Factor right now instead of this movie. Chill Factor is not a very good movie, but it's certainly better than this one. The movie is a bad, low-budget action movie with forgettable villains, bad heroes, and a lackluster finale. And it's so bad I can't even get really mad at it. It's just there, and stuff is happening until they don't happen anymore, and then the movie is over and we get to go home, which is good. When you're talking about really forgettable action movies of the 90s, this is one of the most forgettable of all. The only thing you needed to get this movie to be good or something like that is quadrupling the budget, make the weapon evil, recast most of your performances, and then you do the same thing and it will basically be Broken Arrow or The Rock or something like that, which is a good movies. Should you see this one? No. If you have not seen this one, make it stay that way, because you don't want to get messy with the Pandora Project. This movie is so forgettable. I would bet good money that fewer than 1% of the world's population even knows this movie existed. This is a run-of-the-mill action movie if I've ever seen one. The lame action sequences, the terrible characters, the overuse of cliches, and on top of everything that you get really bored really fast with it. It is so bad I can't even really have the stomach to be angry with it. I just had a lot of apathy with it. I gave this movie 9 points. It is one of the single worst action movies of the late 90s I've ever seen, and there is some pretty stiff competition for that era of movies and that genre of movies. So I'll see you next time from well so-and-so reviewing well such and such. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.